If I climbed Mount Everest and was known for climbing Mount Everest and got an award or a medal, and I was hired at companies as their CEO for having climbed Mount Everest, and somebody came along and started saying, you didn't do it. It was filmed in a TV studio. I certainly wouldn't fly and make an airport change and stay overnight in a hotel and go to podcast to defend that I'd climbed Mount Everest. I wouldn't waste my time. So why are you here?
Me?
Yeah. If you walked on the moon and it's so obvious that you walked on the moon, I wouldn't fly anywhere to debate somebody whether or not I walked on Mount Everest if I did. So why are you here?
I'm here to tell my story. He asked me to come and share my story. Did I walk on the moon? And I did walk on the moon. The evidence is overwhelming that we landed on the moon. And so I've told my story for the last 50 something years, almost, or whatever it is. We landed in 72. So, I have been asked to share my experience, by reputable people. And so I do that. And I am not lying. I landed on the moon. And the evidence is overwhelming.
Well, actually, the opposite is true. People can say anything. The evidence is not overwhelming.
What is evidence?
Hold on a second.
We'll get into that.
Let's lay out some more of your evidence.
Okay. Well, you retired a general, right? Okay. What was your security clearance?
Top secret.
Okay. So when you have a top secret, you're not allowed to tell your wife or your children, right?
What?
Whatever the secrets are. Whatever secrets you have as a top secret clearance, if you told your wife or your children, you would be violating your oath. Is that right?
In the military, that's true. But NASA did not have us swear an oath that we were lying or not lying.
I understand. But the point is, you have top secret clearance, and telling your wife or your children would be violating that oath. So your oath to the corrupt United States federal government includes lying to your wife and to your children. Now, there are 100,000 trials every year in America. 90% of the people are guilty, and yet 100,000 people raise their hand and swear that they're telling the truth. So does every Nazi war criminal. They look like benevolent grandfathers, and yet they go smiling through life and denying to the very end that they committed these crimes, which they did. Now, if you're willing to lie to your wife and to your children, why should we believe you?
Believe me about what?
Well, you just said you're willing to lie to your wife and children to keep your oath to the corrupt federal government. So if you're willing to lie...
I'm not lying to them. I'm not lying to anybody. I'm telling them the truth. I landed on the moon.
Just because somebody has, I don't think it's fair to say, just because he has a top secret clearance and he's under an oath to protect government secrets, that doesn't mean that he is inherently a liar.
I understand that.
And
but it shows that he is willing to lie to his wife and children, and